listeners. I am your host, Erica Salda, the Queen of Teen. Please tune in
every single Tuesday
at 9 a.m. This is a whole hour of Santa Barbara teen athletes. And all those people in businesses that support those teen athletes. And guess what, Dr. D? Give me a big hug and kisses. Valentine's Day, G! What are you doing?
We're here.
Yeah. Oh, this is
I've got too many dials and buttons and knobs to play with.
No candy, no flowers, no nothing. I get love American style.
That's true.
Oh, well, I guess what? We got Wendy
love in the room.
in the house.
That's right.
Good
morning.
She's the only one that remembered. She brought you a present.
I appreciate that. Thank you very much.
Let's check this present out.
A T-shirt that represents our athletics program here.
Oh, and it fits. Look at that.
That's right.
It fits. It's beautiful. I like it's in your color.
I'm going to have only a little trouble explaining the business of the girls' soccer team on the front. But hey,
you're
it's
a fan. You're a fan, Dr.
I am a fan. I love soccer.
Because we got the whole girls' varsity soccer team at those public high schools. They're in the house.
I noticed that.
Hello, ladies.
And I'm going to have to ask you to stop kicking the ball around. You're going to break something. Didn't your mother ever tell you not to play ball in the house?
They're all throwing their hacky sacks at you, Dr. D. That's it.
No. Don't you dare. Don't you dare.
That's it. How you doing, Wendy?
I'm doing well. Good morning.
Wendy,
I'm happy to be here.
That's the smartest thing I ever did is bump into you, right in front of, what was in the Kmart Shopping Center?
Yes.
Right? And I put prayer hands.
Love the ornament. Thank you for my Christmas gift. I appreciate it.
I said to you, look, I give you this ornament if you promise to be a co-host on Teen Sports Radio.
Here I am.
No, you said I'll think about it. Now tell the truth, all right?
That's true.
3 emails. I don't have 25 texts, right? A couple of prayer hands. You said, okay.
I'm a little, you got to push me sometimes a little bit, but I'm here. Little encouragement.
And I love the bio. Thank you.
You are welcome.
And the picture.
Absolutely.
I love it.
It is for you
Finally
all
on
completely.
Valentine's Day. I love
Lots
that.
of love for you.
Seriously.
I really enjoy it. I enjoy bringing the athletes down here. I enjoy being part of Dos Pueblos High School, and I couldn't be happier. So if I can share that, enthusiasm around the community, then I'm more than happy to.
You've been at DP for how many years?
This is my 16th year right now.
Wow.
So I started back in 2000, and this will be my 16th graduating class right now. So
when I first met you, you brought the boys
football. Yes, back in
and you were all lit up. But there's something about these girls that you're just glistening. No, I think the best thing is about. Okay, can I say? Okay, I'm going to say it anyway.
Oh God.
When the boys were here, like you were walking up and down the street on Santa Barbara, like where are they? Whatever. And then these girls were like 20 minutes early.
Absolutely. I was saying
there's
the difference between ladies and gentlemen. The boys. They don't so much wear watches or know how to tell time.
Drove up. They were standing out there in front of the door.
Absolutely.
What
the ladies,
world?
I put it on their paper. Please don't be late. They're on time.
Wonderful.
They're, ready to go. So.
And I don't know, there was a lot of ruckus going on before I got here. Are they going to do a cheer for us today?
They absolutely are. They are very school-spirited, and I can't wait till you talk to them.
Whoever does the most gets most likes on Teen Sports Radio, and they've got a lot because we had a sailor. I think got over 1,000 likes. So the bar is high for 2017.
Yeah, but they haven't met our girls soccer team.
I know. I'm not saying, but I know it's like I think last time I checked it was like $9.97 because we're going to do the glass blowing lessons at Saul Alvarez.
Oh, so super fun.
Woo!
I'm involved in that.
I know.
I'm going to that.
I did do something to get you out there.
Absolutely. That'll be super fun.
Anyways, thank you so much again for bringing these girls. We're going to get to them at the break, after the break. But when it goes, put your hands together. Love you, Wendy!
And I appreciate you ladies for coming out today.
Happy Valentine's.
Right back at you. Congratulations.
To your right, we've got, I don't know what I'd do without you, Sabrina.
Oh, thank you
I know.
so much.
Every time I rotate my shoulders, I move my neck. I love you. Thank you so much. You work on me every week. It's oh my goodness, my hip, my shoulders, my back, everything. My massage. How do I say? My massage therapist.
Yes,
What's the new? Is that the new
massage
genre?
therapist.
Yes.
Is fine.
Yeah. Well, you're more than that.
I have a bachelor's degree in biology. It helps me.
You're just
radiography.
You're just my therapist, though. That's it.
But
That's
I put you through a workout, and I make sure you're balanced at the end, so
I know,
you
definitely.
can get out into the world and enjoy your life.
I know.
And I'm going to help you get better and better, and we're going to get you to all your goals in 2017 and on. So it's
non-stop talking. That's what we do.
No,
she says
non-stop talking. We all can get better and better every day.
So you're basically saying you'll have her ready to run, run a marathon. Mm-hmm. She'll be able to scale mountains now, like go up to El Capitan and scale it freehand.
Yes.
All these good things that she could never do before.
With you.
And play the violin.
Yes, really, with you. We're going to get you both on the cover of one of these Time magazines or some.
Well, when I hit 55, I made a plan because I'm like, oh man, I'm just like going down the wrong road. And she was definitely on the E team. Let's just put it that way, right? So anyway, 30 pounds, right? 30 pounds.
30 pounds.
Thank you. Yes.
Nice.
And I actually Terry Cooper was the one that started it. Okay. She's like down 40 pounds.
Okay.
Right. And I mean, she just did it so silently. But I mean, she's on like every other week she's on it. I'm like looking at it, and the woman is like shrinking. I'm like, okay. And nobody's saying anything. And then she started like after 20 pounds, 25 pounds. And she just did it really, really quietly and everything. So I'm like, wow, right? Remember that day? She started like maybe in June, July. So I'm like, okay, hit 55 and all right. It's time to start moving, right? Well, and then Dr. D over there, Mr. Slim. This is what we do on Teen Sports everywhere. I think cumulatively, I think the team on Teen Sports Radio is down like 200 pounds.
We lost a big adult. We lost a big adult.
It's true, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
My goodness, I don't know. But
I was telling Erica that you need to take a picture after all your weight loss and
I know
picture that you had before and now it's going to be incredible.
Yeah,
Although I will say that when you as you're losing, like with Terry, she's looking good and she's losing the weight and so forth. You've gone too far when people start saying when they stop saying, boy, you're looking good, you've really lost a lot of weight, and saying, are you okay?
Yeah, I know. Yeah.
Are you sick?
Yeah, no.
That's when you've gone too far.
I've actually Sabrina looked at your picture and she actually, no, she did really say you could tell in your face.
No, I said, both of you guys, amazing. You guys look younger and better. It's like you're healthier, organic, and everything you're doing is working out very well.
My wife gets all the credit. Nothing but organic.
Yeah. Something's good organic,
that's
right?
That's
Tell me about
that's
that.
Right. Oh, a big old box. I can barely carry it in the house.
Yeah.
It's loaded with all kinds of good stuff that I've never heard of before, but it's good for you. And if we do go to the grocery store, we shop at the ends of the store.
Right.
For food.
Perimeter.
That's right. Because that's where you're going to find the produce, and they have most of the stores now, if it's not Whole Foods or Sprouts or whatever, the other chains are going to have an organics section, which is good.
I want to thank you, Sabrina, for all your help with the cause, and Wendy, you as well. Dr. Scott behind me, we're going to get to him with our drive, and you too with all of the extra. Dr. D with our big push. What we're doing is grow food, not grass, with something that's good organic. So again, if you've just listened to us today, all you got to do is just replant, a patch of grass. And replant it with food and let us know. Take pictures before and after. And Something's Good Organic will give you a 4-week subscription and deliver
good stuff,
really good organic food to you.
And it's not just vegetables either, is it? They've got bread and other things on the website.
Yeah. And then, well, right now they're not doing the eggs. Not until next month.
Right, because the hens now are sort of in a hibernation kind of phase.
Yeah.
They might drop a few eggs every so often, but
you go on the website, you pick out whatever you want in the box.
It's great.
Yeah, it's really good.
And delivered to you, or you can pick it up. Or you can pick it up. Yeah.
Yeah, it's really it's done so well. And again, it's a great thing to do because you can't water anyway. So
SomethingGoodOrganics.com.
Yeah, it's really good. Definitely.
I remember she emphasized the S at the end. Plural. Organics.
Yes. So thank you, Carolyn. Put your hands together. All right, we've got Dr. Scott Noble in the house. How you doing, Doctor?
I'm great. Happy Valentine's Day, everybody. Good morning.
Woo! How's business going?
Oh, business is great. We're moving right along over there, getting people and keeping people well.
There you go. So what do you got focusing on for 2017?
Well, we just opened up a couple of new rooms in the facilities, so, we're going to have some new therapists working through there. That's really exciting, and we've got some nice charitable stuff going on as well. It's nice to be back on the show. It's been a while since I've gotten to participate, but here we are, and ready to rock 2017.
And he's got me bending in ways I didn't think I could ever again.
There you go. A little flexibility in life. It goes a long way.
No joint pain. Fantastic.
Well, we've got the girls DP varsity soccer team in the house. I'm sure you can help them out.
Yeah. I'm glad you all are here, and I hope your season goes awesome, and we'll get you all sorted out if you need it.
Definitely. All right, let's take some breaks. We've got all new commercials in the house, so stay tuned. This is Erica Salda, the Queen of Teen. We'll be back with a lot more after these messages. We are back, and this is the Santa Barbara Teen Sports Radio Show. I am your host, Erica Salda, the Queen of Teen. Please tune in
every single Tuesday
at 9 a.m. This is the favorite part. You know, every time you get over here, I get so excited because you always have something enlightening to say. Like literally lightning. And it is like Valentine's Day. So what are you going to share with us today? And I know you're going to be really giving because it is Valentine's Day. And I'm not going to set you up or stage this or anything like this, but we have beautiful ladies in the house. They just did this amazing cheer. Okay? I got goosebumps. I'm so excited. So I'm going to let you, you're going to do something amazing. What are you going to do?
Well, I wanted to talk this morning a little bit about how awesome soccer is for your bones, and how good it is to be in these kinds of active sports, especially the ones that where you're cutting a lot, doing a lot of like quick changes of movement when you're this age, because your bone mineral density is actually going to cap around 18 to 20 years old. So the way you stress your bones right now is one of the most constructive things you can ever do, along with eating a good diet, enough vitamin D, and a decent amount of calcium in your diet. And you're going to actually create a stronger bone matrix than you would have otherwise. Because, like I say, we cap when we're 18, 20 years old. From then, it's a slow downhill. And so, you know, what you build now really serves you for the rest of your life. So if you ever heard about those scary things called osteoporosis or osteopenia, you're guarding yourself against that by being active right now in your life. And good on you, girls. This is great stuff you're doing, and it's a lot of fun. It's good for college. It's good for your life. It's great for organization, of learning how to get your time, work with people, teams, the whole deal. And it's really something. So I really honor you for being part of this program.
I think that's great. Getting a lot of good exercise is good over time, and also for the muscles, to strengthen the muscles and keep them strong and going. And, you know, massage is good, too, to keep that going, and stretching. And everything goes together with a whole good exercise program that you probably have your coach helps you every day probably work with how much exercise and stretching you do on a daily
Sabrina,
basis.
Scott, talk about the food. These ladies need to talk. Let's you both have so much education and wealth of knowledge, and make sure, these ladies are probably just blowing out 3,000-4,000 calories a day. So let's talk about that.
Sabrina, well, as far as the diet, you just want to have healthy foods, like just regular, if you're a meat eater or vegetarian, you just want to have a good balanced diet and be eating regularly so your blood sugar doesn't go down, and so you're not starving yourself and then eating too much at night. And then, but I believe Scott would have a better idea of how the blood sugar works in the system.
Well, I think for a lot of young active people and anybody who's really burning a lot of calories, it's better to eat small meals that you're digesting quickly and not overload. We've got this thing in our society where we want to put like 3 meals on a plate and then think we've got to finish it, and that's just silly. But keeping a lot of snack foods that are good for you, like nuts and fruits, in your bag, super good. Making sure that you're getting a lot of deep leafy greens, and I'm a big fan of also supplementing with like some of the algae powders and the different kind of superfoods that you can just sprinkle a little bit more, get an extra serving of vegetables on top of your salad. And it's really good. Smoothies are great. Keeping just a good regular intake so that your blood sugar doesn't lapse too much. And then, basically trying to have fun with it too. Like learn how to cook at a young age, because there's a lot of really cool foods out there. And, you get on to college and stuff and you don't know how to do a few things like that. And it gets harder. So if you can actually start to think about the kind of food that you're eating now, it's going to, again, a lot like the bone mineral density thing, it's going to serve you for the rest of your life. And as far as the musculoskeletal system goes, something I think is cool is how bones actually build. It's called the piezoelectric effect, which is a fancy way of saying that calcium is drawn to stress. There's actually a charge that pulls the calcium in along the same lines that you're stressing the bone. And so that's how you actually get stronger in the same ways that you're exercising the bone and putting forces through it. They call it the bone matrix in there, and it can get quite complicated and going every which way like a spider web, or it can be a little less dense, and then that tends to lead to problems later on. Fascinating.
Yeah, especially with you have more osteoblasts. You're building bone as you're younger, so so when you get older, you have the osteoclast breaking down the bone. So you want to have a good relationship between these two and not have too much of one going on. You want to build as much when, say drink calcium or different things that you can get calcium in different ways than just milk. But you want to have big, really good, strong bones and a good exercise program as you're growing.
And on the topic of milk, because, we all associate milk with calcium, and we've gotten a lot of, you could almost call it propaganda that way. There's a lot of different ways to get calcium. And if you are going to drink milk, which is fine, definitely get it without the growth hormones, especially for young women, but guys too. There's essentially growth hormone mimicking the things that they give the cows are passed on to us. And so it's actually creating a negative chemistry in our body that promotes growth in ways that we don't really want. So if you really want a good, clean source of calcium, definitely get yourself some hormone-free milk. Organic, ideally, would be the way to go.
Definitely.
Let me ask you something. You talked about the whole aspect of the process of eating.
Yeah.
And the image that came to mind was a car. Now, granted, you fill up the tank. Let's say you go and you fill it up. That's different. But the car only takes in what it needs as it travels, right? Okay. So the body, as you talk about eating smaller meals, because the body has to use energy to process that food. So if you take in a huge meal, what happens?
Yeah,
the body has to spend more time and expend more energy to process the food, and yet you want to go out and you want to do this, that, and the other thing, whereas a small meal...
That's a great point, Dr. D. I think where this applies especially is in our meat consumption. Meat can give us a lot of bang for giving us energy and a good source of protein, but just as you said, if you get past like 5, 6, 8 ounces especially, it starts to require more energy than you're gaining to break it down. And that's why, you eat a huge steak or something, and sometimes you feel that lurch in energy, whereas really if you eat a small portion, it's probably going to make you feel more of a burst. And, that's a pretty important consideration if you're an athlete, because you've got to manage your energy and you want it to be there when you need to draw upon it and have it be a nice deep well for you. If you're still if you're still digesting the meal from the night before, literally, it's just not as good for, how you're going to perform.
I remember being served a prime rib that had to have been 1.5 inches thick, and it had to be, I'm just going to say, like maybe 8, maybe 10 inches across. And I thought, who eats this whole thing? I mean, we took it home, of course, but
DP football player can eat that.
That's insane. Well, but see, even football players, in spite of the fact that they need obviously a lot of calories to burn for what they do, you wouldn't feed them.
Yeah, quality, not quantity.
Yeah.
And they say also that the palm of your hand is as much meat as you're supposed to be able to eat, at a time.
This was 5
I know.
or 6
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, well, I mean, I can't recommend, more adamantly just getting a handle on this early where, you actually know what your food groups are. And the food pyramid is not the end story on this. There's all kinds of, superfoods now. There's ways to get your full dietary intake met without necessarily needing to go by the conventional model. Paleo diet's quite good. There's quite a few diets out there, but I think the thing that is most important is that we learn ourselves, because we all come from different parts of the world. We have different genetic backgrounds. We've got different dispositions and metabolisms. So actually taking the time to learn how you digest food, what serves your body the best, and paying attention to those meals, again, that's like one of those take-homes that serves you forever. And it's not going to be the same from person to person.
I have a question.
Please.
Okay, good. Prayer hands, because it is Valentine's Day.
Namaste.
Huh? Please, I have a question, because you've got one of those little funky machines at your place, for the bone density, whatever.
Well, it's not a bone density scan. It's
whatever.
a neurokilometer, so we can evaluate the nervous system.
Kilometers, mixtometers. You have one of those things, yeah.
Yes.
Because I saw this big box when I was over there, dropping off, because, you're always on these little fundraiser things, because that's why you're here, because you've got a lot of love in your heart. And, look at all these beautiful women looking at you and saying, wow, we can't afford one of those machines to make sure, we grow up to be, really strong women. So can we get them tested for free?
Well, thanks, Erica. We're talking about that at the break and offering.
We did.
Offering
and you had time to think
women.
about it.
I know, and I got so caught up in the science here. But you are all, please come in.
Oh,
oh
my goodness.
Thank you.
We've got Wendy here, Whitehead, just to make sure that happens, because she's a co-host.
I will absolutely make sure the ladies get tested.
Oh, goodness. I got goosebumps.
It's pretty cool. You get to see an image that represents digital findings in your spine. So it's an objective test, and then it actually projects on a screen and superimposes it on a spine. It shows you how your muscle tension is working and how your nervous tension is working around the spine, which, of course, reflects the health of somebody's whole being.
One of you ladies might be so in awe. This could be like redirecting your life, and maybe you want to be a doctor or something because of it.
Yeah.
All because of Teen Sports Radio. Don't you just love what we do?
We love you, Erica.
Yay! All right, on that, let's take a little break. This is Erica Salda, the Queen of Teen. We'll be back with a lot more after these messages. We are back, and this is the Santa Barbara Teen Sports Radio Show. I am your host, Erica Salda, the Queen of Teen. Please tune in
every single Tuesday
at 9 a.m. Wow, huh? Nice, huh? Ladies,
good morning.
Hello. Isn't this wonderful?
Saturday morning.
I love it.
Tuesday morning, you gotta love it.
Well, Valentine's Day all day. Gentlemen, any gentlemen out there, they're all, anybody who's listening to this, and if you're a guy, it's time to go shopping.
Absolutely.
This is the year. Ladies, hey.
And this is the day.
Right. With all the women that marched this year, put your hands together.
Yes.
Millions and millions of women taking a stand. That means we could go out and buy flowers, right? It's all equal, right?
Absolutely.
That's right. Everybody's got to do their part this year. So what are we going to do? How do you want to do this?
We are going to start introducing the ladies.
All right, let's do it.
I can't wait for you to introduce, for them to be. No, I'm going to.
Right.
Go ahead and have them introduce themselves. Absolutely.
All right.
We have 8, and so here we go.
All right.
Hi, my name is Uyesaka, and I play defending midfield.
Woo! Yeah.
Okay. My name's Anali Salazar, and I'm a goalkeeper.
Nice.
My name is Pickett, and I am a forward.
My name's Josy Uyesaka, and I play left back.
Nice.
My name is Kiara Pickett, and I'm a midfielder.
My name's Joanne Zukin, I'm a center mid.
My name's Anya Schmitz, and I play defensive midfield and up at top.
Hello, my name is Lauren Buie, and I play center defense.
Nice. All right, we'll start with, we'll go backwards, the other way around. Mm-hmm. Okay, so why don't we, first question I'll ask, we'll just go last to first. When did you guys start playing soccer? How about start from the beginning?
This is Lauren, and I've been playing ever since I was 6 years old. I've played on AYSO and club teams, and now I've played 4 years at Dos Pueblos High School.
Fantastic.
I've also been playing since I was young. I'm pretty sure most of us have played soccer since it's such a good sport and fun game to play with.
This is Joanna, and I've also been playing since I was 6 years old, going through AYSO club, and now 4 years at Dos Pueblos.
This is Kiara, and I've been playing since I was 3. I also started in AYSO, went to club, and now playing 4 years of high school.
This is Josy. I've been playing since I was 6, and I've done AYSO club, and yep.
Now you're at Dos Pueblos?
Oh, I'm at 2 years at Dos Pueblos.
Because I'm only a sophomore.
Because I'm a sophomore on varsity.
This is Kamla, and I've been playing since I was around 4, and I've been going from AYSO, All-Stars, and Club, and I'm a freshman on Dos Pueblos varsity.
Wow. That's wild.
Yeah. I'm Anali, and I've been playing since I was 4. I started at Boys and Girls Club and then worked my way through to club, and now my last and 4th year at Dos Pueblos.
Nice.
This is Rocky. I've been playing AYSO probably since I was 7, and I've progressed and played at Santa Barbara Soccer Club for about 4 years, and this is my final year at Dos Pueblos.
Fantastic. All right.
I hear a lot of you have played club. How do you feel Dos Pueblos high school soccer is different than the club program that we have here in town? Lauren, you go first.
This is Lauren, and I feel that Dos Pueblos in high school soccer, it's a different type of play. I think it's more aggressive and more physical than club.
Dos Pueblos is?
All high school and Dos Pueblos.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
More aggressive.
This is Anya, and I'd have to agree with that statement because club is more about technique, I would say, and then high school is about getting to the ball, putting your game on the line, and fighting for your school.
Anya, would you say? I have a question, real quick. Would you say it's because the refs let you play harder, or does that have anything to do with it?
I would say there is a difference between refs between club and high school, and they do allow you to play with more aggression, but it's also just that people are fighting with the people that they go to school with, and that everything is more stressful on the field.
I got kind of a funny question. I'm curious how you work on all the fancy footwork. I mean, what's the what happens in practice that really gets you coordinated to be able to do the kinds of things we see great players do?
This is Kiara, and I feel like we do many little drills every day, always coming in after school, after a long day after school, and then getting your feet moving is a great idea. And our coach, Hugh Hollis, always comes in after work, always puts in the hours, and we just do foot drills every day, just getting our feet moving, especially after a long day of school, just sitting down. It's great to get our feet moving. And then just kicking the ball around, which is what we love to do. So
that's, yeah. I mean, do you I imagine working on tires? Is there any jump roping? I mean, what are some of the specific activities that they run you through?
Good. Anybody?
This is Joanna, and we go through rope ladders, we jump onto boxes, going through cones mainly, and it's all about repetition and muscle memory. And then once you're in the game, sometimes you'll just whip out a move that you're practicing on this ladder, but now you're with a other player.
Yeah, nice.
That's really cool. Yeah, it's come so far since I was in soccer myself, a long time ago. But back then we just used to run laps.
Yeah.
This is Sabrina. I have a question about your how you go about stretching and how your legs are at the end of the day, and do you have a stretching regimen that you do, or do you get shin splints? How does your legs feel, and how do you take care of your legs? Because it seems like you're doing a lot of leg work.
This is Rocky. After we do about 2 laps of warm-up around the field, we do dynamic stretching to start off, which is kind of stretching with movement to kind of get your body warm. And then after that, we do static stretching, which is more focused on the muscles that you feel more sore or that you feel like you need to protect more. So that's what we do. And then usually after practice, we do a cool down and then do static stretching again. And if you're sore, Wendy provides us with ice packs after every game and every time. Thank you, Wendy, and her helpers.
Yes.
Do you do any? Yeah. Do you do anything with Epsom salts or any soaking or any? Yeah.
This is Anali, and I actually do a lot of the soaking and stuff because I'm a goalkeeper, so it's a lot more strain, diving and stuff. With we have a separate coach, the goalkeepers, and he's really hard on us. So we do after practices, I go home and salt and use rubbing alcohol, rub down the legs and everything, especially on my back and stuff.
Great. Sounds like your team has a great stretching program and taking care of your bodies. That's wonderful.
Yeah, I got to throw in one recommendation. I don't know if you guys have ever seen those foam rollers.
We have.
Okay, great.
We got 'em.
Those things for your quads and IT bands, there's like a lot of bang for the time you spend for it, and it makes jobs like Sabrina and mine is a little easier when people don't come in with a lot of armoring on the outside of their legs. You end up getting some care then, and you can actually get down to the deeper muscles.
Fantastic. Ladies, I love it. Put your hands together. We got a lot more, folks. Happy Valentine's to everybody. Let's take a little break here. Enjoy these new commercials. Dr. D, we love you. Thank you. Thank you. All right. We're going to be back with a lot more after these messages. This is Erica Salda. We are back, and this is the Santa Barbara Teen Sports Radio Show. I am your host, Erica Salda, the Queen of Teen. Please tune in every single Tuesday at 9 a.m. We're all over the internet. Can't even speak. It's Valentine's Day. I'm thinking about what I'm going to get when I get home. No, I'm just kidding. Facebook, internet, YouTube. If you like to, if you missed 9 a.m., we're also on 11 p.m., also 3 o'clock on Sundays. And Terry Cooper's favorite, Dr. Energy, at 3 a.m. on Monday, okay? But she doesn't visit the refrigerator anymore because she's lost so much weight, right, Dr. D?
Yeah, this is
Dr.
true.
D, you are looking mighty fine.
Well, thank you.
Definitely. You need new clothes now.
Well, yeah.
Just kidding.
That's coming. That's next. That's 2018.
Oh, yeah, there you go. Wendy, what do we got going? You want to make some announcements?
I do.
All right, what do you got?
I think some of these ladies have made some amazing accomplishments over the last couple of years.
All right.
Some of them are two-sport athletes. Some of them are going off to college and playing soccer. Some of them have awesome backgrounds that I want to make sure that, we talk about. So I want to start off by saying, does anybody have any college aspirations or have any college plans to go on and, pursue soccer in the future?
Go on.
This is Kiara, and for soccer, I verbally committed to Stanford University.
Get that!
Good job.
She gets shoved off. This is soccer, right? When you shove somebody right out of the chair. That's awesome.
So hopefully by March, I'll be accepted and hopefully play up north.
Nice.
Okay. And now you recently got accepted to another team also. What was that?
Yeah, so I play for my country.
Okay.
And I'm going to play a year up for the under-19 women's national team.
Didn't you already play for the country?
Yes, I've been playing for the country since I was about 14 years old.
And what does that mean, playing for the country?
It means the world to me. Always hearing that national anthem, putting your hand over your heart and trying not to tear up every single time the camera rolls around. So it's a blessing.
What's the one memory or experience out of that you can bring back to your Dos Pueblos teammates that you've taken from that you can help make our team better?
Yeah, when I was playing in the U17 World Cup team, the only thing that I really remember are my teammates. And so being able to bond with the seniors and the rest of my teammates is an amazing experience, especially since it's my last year in high school. So I just want to make it the best.
Great. And who's over your right shoulder? Let's turn around and look at her. Who's that?
My little sis.
Your little sister. Aww. And so have you guys ever played on the same team?
Nope, this is our first time.
Excellent, because she's a freshman and you're a senior. So what do you think about this?
Oh, I love it.
Yeah.
I was so excited when we finally got the call and we were both going to be on varsity. We were like cheering, and I think we had a little dance party, didn't we? But it was a great day.
I might be mistaken, but I watch you two, and your other teammates can attest. You two definitely have a little, I don't know, sensei warrior look. When you guys play, you just pass the ball to each other so effortlessly that you definitely have a connection as far as teammate, sisterly intuition. Am I wrong on that one, ladies? Like, yeah, you're pretty good like that, ladies. So I just want to say that I think it's great. How do you feel about being a freshman on the varsity team?
This is Kamla, and I feel like it's an honor to be on the highest team for Dos Pueblos soccer, and it's amazing to get to play with my sister, especially since she's about to go away to college. And, I'm trying to spend my last times with her, playing together and winning together.
Absolutely.
This is Lauren, and speaking for the whole team, it's amazing having both of them on our team, and it's amazing watching them both together because they just know where each other are, and they just pass perfectly together. Yeah,
they do.
Yeah.
They do.
I think it's amazing that with as good as you are, that you would even want to, I mean, how am I going to say this in a nice way? A lot of times I find this on boys sports, like when you're a club, a lot of the club plays, I would say this in certain, like in baseball, the club baseball, they wouldn't, like if you were a pitcher, they wouldn't want you to play on a high school team. Mm-hmm. They would say, no, you're not playing high school. You're on this club team because you're going to go here, 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 because you only have so many bullets in the gun.
Absolutely.
If you're a pitcher, so we wouldn't want to play on the high school team. So I think that's just awesome. That's just great that you would just want to get your high school team, to the next level, because with talent like yourself, I mean, just really weapons. It's great. That's commendable. It's fantastic.
Yeah, they really don't recommend us playing, but since it's my last year and I get to play with my sister, I was just like, let's just do it.
Right. That's fantastic.
And I'm having a lot of fun with these girls, and I can't wait for our season to keep going because our wins, we're going on a very high streak, so I'm excited.
Yeah, that's really good. So were you, if I may ask, I mean, you're so good at such a young age, so was this something like, is your father a professional player, or were you born someplace else and just this is where you played? I mean, why are you so good?
I have a very athletic background. My dad ran track. He played football. He also wrestled. And then my mom also played soccer and did track, so I got the soccer side from her. And we would always go out with the family and play pickup ball, but the drive and love just came from me and just kept going from there.
Great. Did your parents coach you?
My mom used to coach me when I was playing like little age AYSO, but kind of grew out of that.
Right. You like when your mom coached you?
Yeah, I loved it. She still coaches me now on the bench.
She's screaming from the bench, from the bleachers.
Really? Only positive things, though, right?
Of course,
exactly.
Always.
That's what I said. Yeah, definitely, fantastic.
We also have another set of sisters here. We have Rocky Uyesaka and Josy Uyesaka.
Nice.
One's a senior. Josy's a sophomore and Rocky's a senior. So
nice. Softball players too.
Absolutely.
Yep. Oh, there you go.
We are multi-talented with athleticism at Dos Pueblos. And so, like, one of the things I said was we have these ladies play multiple sports. We have ladies that play volleyball and softball and other basketball and other sports. And so I think it's great to have ladies experience different sports and different coaches and different teams, and just to be able to work with different people. So when they get older and they go to college and they have different people and interactions, it allows them to have that interaction with, I'm not saying it right, but that interaction with people.
You're a co-host. You can't say anything wrong.
Right? Yeah.
We're always right.
Right, exactly.
Get up, talk about how it's like playing together as sisters.
Well, this is Rocky. Josy and I go way back. We've been
to the
pretty
crib.
much best friends, and it's been really fun playing with Josy. Like, we haven't got this opportunity to do it, and I've had a lot of fun.
It's definitely a fun new experience for both of us because we've never done this before. Speaking for both of like the sisters with Kiara and Cam, we also like we know how we play, or like we know the style of each other, so we know like what they're gonna do next, and we can help them.
And did you guys play a lot, as you grew up at younger ages and you learned each other's style?
Because of our age separation, we never got to play on the same team, but I mean, we practice together all the time, so that's how we know each other's style of play.
That's great. And again, like from a family that plays, or what was kind of the roots of it?
Oh yeah, our parents are athletic, and I think that's been an impact on us. My dad has been coaching me for softball and soccer, and that's just really like molded us.
Fantastic. We've got the Smush sign right here. You take cues real well. If you want to be a co-host, you're a natural. Boy, she just shut right up. Right? Smushy sign, be quiet. Now let's keep on. More smushy. I got it, Dr. D. This is Erica Salda. We've got one more segment. Stay tuned for more after these messages. We are back, and this is the Santa Barbara Teen Sports Radio Show. I am your host, Erica Salda, the Queen of Teen. Please tune in
every single Tuesday
at 9 a.m. All right, let's get back to the last set of sisters here in the house. So, what's your senior and sophomore? Okay, so you play softball, so that's coming up. Softball or soccer, which is better?
Ooh. I'm Josy, and I'd say it depends what.
Whoa! Depends what day it is.
It depends what season it's in. Like this year for soccer for me has been really fun, so I say soccer so far.
Okay. Don't let your dad listen to this because he's not the soccer coach. But go ahead.
Yeah, I like softball and soccer. I recently started playing beach volleyball, and I've grown interest in that. So that's been really fun. But I mean, softball's always been part of my family. It's been like our sport, and I mean, that's just part of me.
This is Lauren, and Rocky and I are actually a team for beach volleyball because there's only 2 people on the team. So we've been playing together for like 2 or 3 years, and that also makes us closer, and therefore we become closer on the soccer field too.
Very nice. Fantastic. I don't know what's gonna hear. Sabrina, I got a question for you. Sure. Stretching. Yeah. What do you think that how as far as length of time, as far as these girls, as far as warming up before, when you could add into this too? How long do they do this before they actually like jump into the field and start practicing?
Well, I think, stretching time is different for everyone, but, you want to be able to stretch the muscles so when you go hard, you run hard or do anything, you're not going to cramp up or contract the muscles. And I bet Scott has something to say about this too as well.
Yeah, I mean, I think, again, this is one of those quality, not necessarily quantity kind of things. And making sure that you're stretching correctly is really important, especially supporting your low back. There's so much with working with the hamstrings and trying to keep the hamstrings loose in these kinds of sports that tax your legs a lot, and it's easy to just do those forward bends and to get into the hamstring stretches and kind of compromise the low back. And so I have a lot of focus on the back, and it's a lot nicer if you kind of use your core muscles to brace your low back while you drop into it. You can't go quite as far, but the quality of it is so much better that reduce likelihood of injury.
Yeah, I believe that it's good to you don't have to stretch right away. You can just do a little walking or light running just to warm up your muscles, and then start stretching, and then go back and forth with that. So you're not trying to push yourself into the stretch. Anytime you're pushing yourself into the stretch, it's not really helping. You're just supposed to be, being where you're at and getting a little bit more length without pushing the stretch, because does not help the muscle to push a stretch.
Nice. We've got a little bit of time left, and it is Valentine's Day, so I want to give the ladies here an opportunity to give a little thoughts, of love. We're very blessed to live in Santa Barbara, okay? And I'm going to give everybody a chance, say your name, and, give a shout out. If you have a friend, mom, dad, grandparents, or whatever. I want to start off by saying to my boys, Joe and John, Mommy loves you, okay? And happy Valentine's. We've come through a lot this last 18 months, okay? But like good Americans as we are, we're coming together. And I'm liking what I see, and we're very blessed, like I said, to live in Santa Barbara. So we'll start with you, Lauren, since you've been very good. I mean, you have a career in broadcasting. I don't know if you know this. Okay.
Yes. This is Lauren. I want to say happy Valentine's Day to my whole family, my mom and dad, and then I have my older sister Maddie and my younger brother Scott. I love you all.
Nice.
This is Anya. I'd like to shout out my family for all the love that they give me and everything that they do for me. Also, my boyfriend, too. And then I'd like to shout out our biggest fans, Diego, Thomas, and Sam.
We love you.
Yeah, we love you. Thank you for always coming to our games and supporting us.
This is Joanna, and I just want to tell my family I love them. Also, all of our fans, and all the friends that supported me through soccer.
Hi, this is Kiara, and I just want to say happy Valentine's Day to my mom and dad.
This is Kamla, and I want to say happy Valentine's Day to my whole school and my family.
This
This is Anali, and I want to give a shout out to my parents that supported me through my life, and to my boyfriend for the amazing 2 years.
This is the Uyesaka girls, and we just want to shout out to our mom. Thanks for rubbing icing hot on us and making sure that we're treated right.
And Dad.
And Dad. We love you, Dad.
You know, I just want to say thank you to the Santa Barbara community. This is Wendy to embrace me for the last 16 years and just take me under their wing, and definitely the Dos Pueblos staff members and coaches. Really, I might be, the trainer there, but I'm definitely family. So I appreciate everybody for the holiday.
And this is Sabrina. Happy Valentine's to everybody in the studio. What a blessing this radio show is for everyone here. Thank you.
Hey, everybody. Dr. Scott here. And yeah, just a lot of love to this community, to my family. And I hope we can all find that love and share it all year long.
Hey, Teen Sports Radio co-hosts, AM 1290, Les Carroll, Dr. D, I love you all. See you next week, Santa Barbara. God bless.